Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So, you wanted to speak with us on stream about GSC and the GDC situation, correct?
Correct. Very correct. I used to be a part of GSC.
Alright, what was it that you're wanting to discuss?
Just overall situation and maybe a couple other things.
Alright, go ahead and begin. Take us to the beginning.
To begin, with, the Twitter beef with GSC and GDC. I think it's very unnecessary. I mean, the other Milsim, news network, I'm not sure if you heard of them or not. They have like a blue symbol on their Facebook. I mean, not
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter page.
Yeah, we're familiar with them.
They were kind of... My bad.
Oh, go ahead.
They were, kind of, strict, posting and tweeting about, the tension between GSC and GDC. I mean, if you're going to hint global, corporate war, you may as well get the war and, figure out who's the best PMC. And GSC is that type of unit. I mean, I feel like I did a lot with GSC, but, if you make small mistakes for GSC, they'll push you back, basically. And so I asked for my discharge papers, and I posted something on Twitter, and I'm trying to be professional, and basically they post my discharge paper, and on my discharge paper, they were discharge papers. They were like, he's basically saying, do not recruit Norlane.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Which is ridiculous, to be honest. It's very unprofessional.
And all you did was ask for your papers?
Yeah, I asked for my papers. He's like, if you have one more mess up, I'll discharge you. I was like, you can't discharge me when I'm asking for my papers. And he was like, you're right. I mean, to be honest, GSC is kind of the laughingstock of the PMC world. You can ask any other PMC, GDC, Manticore. Yeah, I had a conversation with Manticore's CEO or director. I don't know what they exactly call him. Your local wizard. And I asked him about his personal opinion on Archer, A4 Archer, and he basically called him a fucking joke. If we're in a party with Archer, he would say that.
Sure. But what's the beef between GDC and GSC?
So, all of a sudden, what I heard of, because, me being ex-GSC, is GDC got their name from GSC, because they sound very similar. Global defense contractors,
Global Security, Security Corporation?
Global Defensive Security, whatever, I don't know.
Something global.
Basically Archer was like, that Hunter stole the idea from him, basically.
So, this is all about their name.
I mean, that's what I think some of it's about. I mean, and if you, pay attention to, other news networks, they, not Archer, called, GSC a clan, and, Archer was trying to get him to change his mind about, not calling them a clan.
Wait, a news group was called...
Mercenaries, yeah, mercenaries. My bad, mercenaries. He called them mercenaries.
Wait, so a news group was calling them mercenaries? Or was that
No.
a PMC group?
They're calling them mercenaries.
Okay. Like you're breaking in and out, so I have to patch things up.
My bad. you sharing based off the last live stream you had with Hunter Actual.
Yes, and tomorrow night we will have GSC on.
Which sounds pretty crazy. That's crazy. But
Tomorrow
I'm currently
night's gonna be kind of crazy because we are looking at we might have a multiple team lineup, probably out up to 4 or 5 different groups. So it's gonna be big.
I'm actually under investigation for something I did a long, long time ago.
Under investigation? What do you mean?
So, I'm in this unit called 5MEF, meaning 5th Marine Expeditionary Force, or whatever. I can't pronounce the
Expeditionary.
My bad. But, yeah. But, so, GSC told my CEO that it wasn't a coincidence for me joining his unit. What told my CEO was I was in his unit to either assassinate him and take over his unit or slowly take over his unit. And I'm having a bunch of smaller units come up to my CEO, like Blackwater and this guy named MTX30, which he was also past bad company, saying, you shouldn't trust Norlane. Norlane did this, Norlane did that. I mean, many people don't trust me anyway, because I was past Badco, ex-Badco.
I mean, it'll be hard for someone from Badco to get, like, for any team to trust someone from Badco, given Badco's track record.
Correct in most situations, but when you come up to someone without any physical evidence besides your word that he's, only here to assassinate you, only here to take over your unit, it's ridiculous.
I mean, just going off of that, you're going off of hearsay, really. I could see units, like unit commanders or company or private Milsim contractors groups being salty about someone saying screw it, I'm out, one of my papers, some shit like that. But this seems to be taking it a bit far. I mean, you did pretty good in GSC, correct?
I would like to say I did pretty good. I mean, I may have, fucked up a little here and there, but
Yeah, you weren't. I mean, you weren't fucking around too bad, to where.
No.
But it's kind of a predicament.
No, it's based. In my opinion about GSC, it's just, Archer's a grown-ass man and he's acting like this. He's like, I'm going to say he's like 25, 26 years old.
Alright.
It's just, unprofessional how he acts on live, basically, online.
It is...
Basically, because I left your unit, you're trying to get me kicked out of another unit. What 5th 5MEF told me was if they do find any evidence, supporting that, I'm going to get kicked out and blacklisted.
God damn. So, GSC, Blackwater, and a few other small units are contacting 5MEB saying that they shouldn't trust you.
That I'm a terrible person, yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean...
Yet another thing that they're investigating on, my unit's investigating on, is an assassination that I pulled off probably like 6-7 months ago.
Which was?
The assassination, I was a part of a PMC called Delta Company. I mean, it's not really recognized in the PMC community, but my CEO was Colander 5. We were It was sometime during the summer, I think late summer. We were on, I want to say, what's that Chinese fuck? Dragon Valley. I think we were on Dragon Valley. And it was a conference between two units, but the other unit that was contracted with us, were trying to assassinate that unit. But we got a contract from the other unit that was getting assassinated. So I based, where the H is, right? The H is in Dragon Valley, right?
Hotel,
Spot
yeah.
H or whatever. Yeah, hotel. And you know how they have those steps in that hotel, in front of hotel.
Yeah.
So he was, up the stairs and that little platform up the stairs. They were all there. And so basically I walked up to him, walked behind him, and stabbed him and took his tags, and that was the assassination right there. And what doesn't get, it's coming back at me 7 months later.
You kind of would. I mean, doing something like that, I take it from, if I had to guess, it would be a no-no from. Okay, I need to slow down. And doing something like that, yeah, you go, you do it, you disappear, then you reappear a few months later. Yeah, it's gonna come bite you back in the ass. So, well, figuratively speaking,
I was.
Like you go.
I mean, I was always there, but like in some other parts of there, like I was more of the helping out people type unit, smaller units, so I can help them out, get recruited, stuff like that, help them become, a moderately good sized unit.
But you ended up doing that though.
Yeah, for a bit.
I mean, best advice I can give is keep your head up, keep your nose clean, and just play your cards right. Because if they're looking at, if they know about that, then yeah, then you're gonna have to prove to them that you're not the same person you were 6 or 7 months ago. I mean, the back company,
yeah, Milsim,
the ex-back code dude. I mean, that's gonna stay with you unless you change your name and disappear for a few months and come back with a different name, whatever.
Yeah, Milsim GSC. I mean, I thought of them before, they wrote my discharge papers and trying to get me blacklisted and, kicked down my unit. I thought of them as a professional PMC.
Yeah,
until that happened.
Yeah. There are some good ones that end up going bad, but yeah. Well, we'll ask him that about you about tomorrow night when we speak to him. So if you want to tune in tomorrow on Twitch, we'll post a link on Twitter. Stream starts.
Definitely, I will definitely be watching GSC's response and whatever they have to say.
Yeah, because I know after this last week GDC's stream, we were talking about, they mentioned oh, they're spilling more anti-GSC rhetoric or whatever, and I was like,
point is being,
we get you
they don't have what it takes. They don't have what it takes to. I don't think they don't have what it takes to go up to GSC and finally solve the problem, have their little corporate war, and finally get done with their shit.
I mean, shit, rock, paper, scissors if you want to change the name. I don't fucking know, tic-tac-toe. But
I mean,
corporate wars and
so much Twitter beef.
Seem weird though. Seems
but
odd.
over Twitter though?
Welcome to the internet. I'll be your guide. You see a bunch of weird stuff on the internet, man. I drink.
I mean,
that just
I just got
keeps me from yelling at
new
people.
to Twitter. Because of GSC, I made a Twitter account. I'm like, so this is how y'all do things on Milsim.
Yeah?
I never had a Twitter
I
account.
mean, sometimes it's just flame wars back and back. Like, I'll use the new 1LAR First Light Armor Reconnaissance Group. Their CEO, Captain SWAT, he's known to openly hate Crow. And if you've seen the back and forth between those two, you know it's
I'm
like,
gonna be completely honest with you
see
here.
this.
I actually had a contract out against them.
Who?
1LAR.
The new one or the old one? Because I know the old one
I
crashed
think
like a
it's
month ago. I think.
I think it was the old one. I never had the chance to do it. I never had the chance to perform that contract, but they basically told
word
me
is that
the guy
the
who
old
contacted
one
me.
closed like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Yeah, the guy who was like contacting me. This was like 3-4 months ago. I think like 3.5 months ago.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
like, he gave me everyone's name, the command staff. He told me basically I'll go after the command staff, take their tags or shoot them with a sniper 200 plus meters, and you know.
Who's the guy?
I want to say his name was like Sergeant Cupcake or something. He was a member of theirs.
Sergeant Cupcake. That's funny.
Sergeant Cupcake reporting for duty, sir.
I know, that's like a nickname you get in boot camp that just does not fucking come away. Like Gomer
Hey,
Pyle
look
or
over
some
there,
shit.
it's Sergeant Cupcake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's his gamer tag. I bet you he was military and he got that from boot camp or something. I don't know. But you know.
It's probably just a kid or some shit. But, Nor, I guess I ain't really got much more questions for you. Thank you for taking time to join us on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak what I have to say on this stream.
Everybody's welcome on the stream. People are gonna raise hell about it, and I probably already tell, but we talk to everybody. PMC, Milsim. I don't say PMC Milsim. I just say private Milsim corporations, contractors, and regular Milsims. We talk to everybody. But again, this stream will probably be up later tonight, and we'll post it on YouTube.
I got one more.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
got one more thing to say before you go. To those, people in units that are, spreading false rhetoric around me is, karma's a bitch, and it'll eventually come back to you. And by karma, I mean me.
Alright.
So if I do get blacklisted from my unit and kicked out of 5MBF, I won't be joining another unit. And I'll say it right here in front of the Milsim News. The last thing I'll say, Arch, you're the rifleman and every other guy. I guess I'll just be headhunting for your tags.
Alright.
Because
then.
I'm tired of the Twitter beef. And just say less. Hashtag the flames lit. I think we're done here.